Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. What's up, Alex? Alex, I'll call you tomorrow. I just got home. Hi, Derek and the Real Q. Hi, Canadian and Celeste and Elastic and Respect and Mara. Hi, Cooligan. Nexo! Hi, Nexo. Hi, Miss. Hi, Chrysalis and Charlie and Courtney and Eric and Renee. Oh my god, there's so many people. Hi, everybody. Hi, Grumpy Butterfly. Deadly Sin. Plague. Brenda. Acadia. Hi, hi, hi. Hey, everybody. Game of Thrones. Roommate, you missed Game of Thrones. Am I not supposed to say anything? He has his hands over his ears. I'm not giving spoilers. I'm just saying, isn't that a thing that happens tonight? Do you do that with your friends? Was it supposed to be tonight? No, later. Y'all get together later? 2 weeks. You're going to jump over a cliff. What is this? What is this? You're going to take a swan dive. You're tumbling. What are you talking about? My God. Oh, he's talking about. Do you know the friends? Alex. No, he's doing he'll be doing this. And then he'll start what is that, swimming? You're under the ocean. I have no idea. You did a hump and then one of these. What is that? Are you trying to sign? I don't know. Hi, Laura, thank you for the 100 bars. We started watching this thing called Switched at Birth on Netflix. And he tries to sign everything. It's really cute. He tries to sign everything. Renee, congratulations. Keep me posted. Roommate is a fucking mermaid, Alex. Yes. I'm okay. I'm watching a very interesting video on True Crime Right On. I thought I'd talk with y'all for a little bit. Seeing the house again. Yep, we're back. We're back. I just got out of the shower. As always. Jack, because people are scary. That's why I'm quiet about his existence. Hi, Commander. How are you? Yeah, I'm good. My boyfriend messages me. Aw, Carter, tell him to quit it. Stephanie's? Oh, wait, Stepness. I like that, Stepness. Thank you for your like, sweetheart. Y'all have me trending. Fuck you guys, and thank you. Sai! What's up, Sai? So let's talk to you guys a little bit. So, just to hang out, can you tell us what happened with the scary message? Oh, no, I can tell you. I mean, sorry, it wasn't scary. I didn't mean to scare anybody. No, I'll just give a brief overview. It's not that, I'm not going to play too much into it, but I'll just kind of open up and talk to you guys a little bit. So, like I always do. See, it's weird. I have to keep in mind now something I forget, that most people, when they go on, Line or YouTube or YouNow, they're kind of presenting a character. I'm not. This is just me being me. And that's no disrespect. That's no shade. There was a reason I said that. But, okay. So, people were saying, they're like, why'd you go and I don't want to say too much about him, but why did you go and stay negative? We're on stream. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And people kept coming at me with it. I was like, what stream? So I don't know if something happened, but from what people told me, I guess somebody went in there posing as me, and I guess starting a fight, and something happened. I don't know what. I wasn't there. I tried to go check it out. Their stream isn't there when I got back. I have been traveling today with roommate, as I talked about. We had a family thing. So we were traveling, and where we were, it was very spotty reception. So I was like, nope, I was not physically able to do that, and I don't want to go hurt or harass anybody. So whatever happened, does not have to do with me. So there you go. Yeah, I know, but I guess they thought it was me, and nobody reached out to me, which is fine. Like I said, there's no shade, not saying this with any negativity. I'm just saying whatever happened has nothing to do with me. Are you out of town? I was this weekend. So yeah. I don't think it was someone posing as you. It was somebody completely different. People said it was me. Because here's the thing, and I was talking to roommate, I'm like, well, would somebody have hacked me? Or because I would think that it would tell me on my Gmail, right? And roommate was reminded me, we talked about how on Sparkle the L can look like an I. Had that happen before, so I don't know if somebody made another account, but yeah. Did you message and tell us? No, Derek. I thought about it, but the thing is, things are so weird with that right now. I just thought it's probably best for me to just stay away, I guess. Unfortunately, that's Onision with the wig posing. As you pretty sure about? Hi, Josh. What are you talking about? Okay, I'm mentioning my head. You did wake me up from a dead sleep with an announcement early this morning. Oh, Charlie, I'm sorry. Have you ever tried to impersonate other popular YouTube? Not really, Jonas. I mean, sometimes I'll do the Philip DeFranco, let's just jump right into it, but I don't think I have. Do I have two-factor authentic? Are you talking about the cell phone? Yeah, a roommate just hooked all of that up. So, do I like bread? I love bread. This is so fun. Oh my god, haha. What's up, Lime? They did just my blood test Thursday, and maybe they'll adjust my meds. Feeling better. Aw, Blue Rivers, I hope you're okay. You do. Joy DeFranco BS. I have avoided bread since 2002. Wow, right on. I needed the hell scared out of me a bit. Okay. Well, shit. Joy, give me the sweet, sweet release of death. Honey, that's the Grim Reaper in The Sims. That is not me. Hi, Jay. How are you, honey? Joy looks so happy. I feel good. Do you guys want to, like, have some real talk? But my hand needs motivation. I know what you're talking about, Jeff, but I hope your hand gets motivation. Okay. Like, you guys, every time I come on here, I'm trending now. I just, like, 6 months ago, I remember when I first got on here, I was like, I'd see people like Eugenia Cunion, and I was like, wow, they're so popular. How do they do that? How are they always trending? And now I'm always trending, and I thank you guys. Thank you so much. It's so fucking nice. Scranton Strangler. Oh my god, the Scranton Strangler. Hi. I love it. My chat isn't loading properly. Emmy, I've had people tell me that this weekend. Just squirt some oil on it, Jeff. Yes, Jonas. Okay, so did you go to college? If so, what'd you say? I did go to college. I went for a year, but I also studied some when I was in high school. So I think people love that they have the chance to have their questions answered, and it makes you more likely to turn. Katie, I think you're right. And hi, Katie. How are you, honey? I think you're right. So, hi, Dylan. Dylan, I love you, Dylan. That gif you sent me, Dylan, I saw it early today again, and I laughed. Quarter says, I'm too young for college. Aw, well, you'll get there, girl. Okay, so I want to talk for a little bit. It's been, like, the last few days have been a little bit rough, if y'all have been following me. So here's the thing. And I'm getting through it, right? Like, that's the thing. It's just kind of onward and hopefully upward. Joy, any chance we can get a Sparkle t-shirt? Probably not anytime soon. Maybe not anytime soon, but... So, okay. It's been a little bit rough. There's been a few things that have happened, just like personal stuff. Like I said, there was a family thing we had to get. My hair looks funny, but I just got out of the shower, so it's like wet. So there was a personal thing we had to do, and, you know, it's been really interesting. Oh no, Becky, I'm not stopping prednisone. By the way, I feel amazing. Like, I'm feeling better and better. We just have to get my stomach working, which I'll get into. YouTube is a really, really interesting place. Like, okay, so first of all, I do want to talk about this. So, and I think I'll be making an announcement on my channel soon. I just don't know when. Like, I've taken a few days off of YouTube, and I feel good about it. Like, I feel peaceful right now. But it's taken me time because, like, I have to get this, like, what it feels like an ultimate thick skin. And I'm a sensitive person. It's what it is. I really care about people. And I keep being in this climate of people that just keep screwing one another over. And it's just not my world. And so I'm having to do this crash course that, aside from Mike, an actor, like, I don't have friends here. Like, as creators, not as you guys. I love the fuck out of you guys. Hanging out with you guys is so much fun. I really, really do. But as, like, content creators, right? And I'm in this weird position where, like I've talked about before, I'm getting better with my health, but I'm not there yet. So I'm in the middle. Like, I'm no longer feeling, it's been now a week and a half, I think, on the prednisone. So I'm feeling really hopeful that this is what my body needs, and the 6-week treatment that I'm on. Because I don't think I've gone this long on a specific treatment and felt this good, if that makes sense. So I'm feeling better and better and better with it, which is awesome. Dylan, it's getting there. I know, Connor, I'm number 3 in girls. It's awesome. So what are we? No, Filmatics, I love you guys. It's not that. What happened with Copper Cap? Copper's just busy. I know Copper's going to school. Copper's got stuff going on. I got nothing but love for Copper. So, and no, that's not a disrespectful thing at Copper either. Like, you know, he's busy. Cameron's busy. So, oh my God, no, Mike and Actor's responses are amazing. I fucking love Mike. And Mike's like, we talk, you know, we do a lot of FaceTime, like, voice messaging things back and forth. I adore him. He's been so sweet. But here's the thing is, like, there are a few things. I'm not done with my story on Daddy-O 5, but just, I had to take a break because I was trying to rush it out because I wanted to be done with it, and just reliving it was kind of hard. That was a really, really hard time for me. And then, of course, you know, there was a video that dropped and all of that. And so just kind of, it wasn't so much that video, it was the stuff that happened surrounding it that has not been easy. And there's been, I'll talk about this, which is something, yeah, I have about 5 or 6 more vids coming out. And guys, I could put it in all in one long 3-hour video. You would hate a 3-hour video, but so much happened. And on top of that, Mike and Heather are going to be, they're doing their plea deal, so they will be sentenced here soon. And hopefully this is going to be done. I want this chapter of me being on YouTube just done, if that makes sense. I'm ready for it to move on. Commander, I have gotten the confirmation that I can drop my bombs, but I'm waiting on a couple things. So Sai and Nathan and Russians know exactly what I'm talking about. They're about, and roommate, and they're about the only people. Mike knows too. Mike knows. So, what was the burgundy? No, it was my bed. No. I was in a hotel. It was a hotel. So, where's I going with all this? I just kind of want that as a chapter that's done. I'm not yet ready to do the things I want. And the thing is, what I think now is I'm getting closer and closer to fixing my health. Like, here's the thing. Is like, as you guys know, getting on YouTube was a way to cope with being sick. And now I'm not as sick anymore. And on top of that, I think we're like this close to figuring out stuff about my stomach. So I'll be calling tomorrow to see, I'm still waiting on the parasite test and the, we are lining up some more copper toxicity testing because I want to be sure. We've talked about a liver biopsy. Oh God. But I have to wait for all the confirmations and then where the testing is and stuff. But like, I want to be dead sure that these are things we can rule out before I go on to a GI specialist. As I've talked about. So as I'm getting better, YouTube was a crutch and an outlet while I was trying to get better. And the moment I know what's going on and we have a plan of action, all my energy is going to go there. So, and I haven't made, by the way, I haven't made decisions. I'm not saying like, because a lot of people, and I know why, people thought that I left YouTube the other day when I was like, I'm just done. The thing is, guys, unless I say, hey, I'm leaving, I'm going to go, goodbye, I'm not done. That was venting frustration. I do understand. I watched some of it back, and I can understand why people might have gotten that impression, especially because I also didn't realize there are channels that take my whole live streams without my permission, and they upload them and put their own titles on it, like, she says goodbye again, and completely mislead people. That will be stopping. If you guys want to watch these, they're going to, Dylan, yes, we will be able to in the future, but if you guys want to see these streams, they're going to start being on Joy Sparkle Effet, and at this point, unless the streams are used for something transformative, people are no longer allowed to just upload them. I didn't know it was happening. I found out yesterday, and I was just like, oh, holy shit. These people that are being horrible and abusive and trying to ruin my life, it's the thing is like they have, if it's for fair use, they have every right. Totally okay. Totally okay, you know, if they're doing fair use. But when it's no commentary, and like literally it says unedited, and I was just like, really? Fucking really? No. So here's the thing is like, I've been doing, on my channel, I've had, what I tried to do is have radical free speech. The problem is that gave power over to all the negative fucking trolls. And there's a lot more going on. This is one of those things, again, I can't talk about until later. There are certain things I can't talk about now. So the bombs I want to drop are going to drop. There's a couple other lesser bombs, but more interesting bombs that will come at a later date. So probably won't stop, though. People will still upload them regardless. And I agree, Nexo, but at this point, I think it's more about I have to take back control of my channel because I have let the nastiness and the cancer overrun it. And that's my fault, just being new. So, hold on just a second. So, I'll be talking about it. I haven't done a video in a few days. I haven't really felt to. So sometime this week, whenever I'm ready to, come back and make videos, I'll just kind of give everybody a heads up that, I will be, so Sai That Nerd and like Nathan and my other mods, I've given them every right to police the comments right now because it's just become too cancerous. Like, it's too much. It's too much. So I'm giving them free reign to do that. But I just, I've been talking to a roommate about this, and I was like, and by the way, this is not a disrespect to anybody regarding, creators. I feel like to be on this platform and do it well, you have to have a certain amount of being like self-absorbed. That's why I have a hard time doing a whole lot of like real life vlog. Well, also I've been sick. I haven't been able to do too much, but like thinking about getting a selfie stick and just vlogging myself walking around town and doing things. And by the way, I'll watch those of people and they're fun, but it's kind of like creating your own reality show. And I don't want that. Like I miss my privacy. I miss and it's, I'm not upset with anybody, but I was talking to another content creator who is a friend, who's a low-key friend. When I say low-key, I mean we're very private. And this person who is very logical and will tell me like it is like, I looked into what's going on with you. I've never seen anybody get this level of mass stalking. Like, it's gotten to like this weekend, like to this morning, I had some anxiety. I had some anxiety attacks from it all. It was just like, holy shit. People messing with trying to mess with roommate's family. People trying to mess with the people around me. It's gotten to this really weird level, and I started to have a lot of anxiety. But as I do with anxiety, what do? I either take a nap. Like naps, fucking sleep helps with anxiety. It really does for me. And I just say this too shall pass, and I have to get stronger. I have to get stronger to all of this. So I know this is a little bit rambly, but so I just kind of have to get stronger to what's going on. And I want to shift my channel around, but I'm just not quite there. And I just really want to focus on getting better. And the thing is, if once we nail it down, I think that's going to eliminate, like the majority of the bills for the testing. So I might not be around as much. I told roommate, I was like, honestly, I think it'd be fun to still like live stream, to hang out and keep up with everybody when I wanted. But I feel like maybe just taking a few months maybe off of, and I don't know, I'm not saying I am, I'm just thinking out loud, maybe taking a few months off YouTube, really working on myself, like getting my body back, getting the weight off of me, and then coming back and doing the shit I love hardcore. Because I don't want to have a channel that's just, like, I'm proud of the work I've done. I'm proud of the stories I've covered. But I want to go back into my happy place, the happy part of myself. And I'm being able to get there more and more as I'm getting better. Charlie says, take your time. Well, thank you. Every time I see someone ask you who someone is or ask to explain something from 12 years ago, it's so hard. Why do they need to know? Katie, I don't know. There's this hyper circus around trying to nitpick my life and profit off of doing so. And it's really, really bothered me. And I think here's the thing. I keep taking steps to get stronger, and then I'm thrown backward. And the last one was somebody that I really considered a buddy. I didn't think would screw me over, has really just done a 180. And it like, I'm a human being. Shit hurts my feelings. Like, seeing somebody talk. There was somebody recently, and I don't want to say too much, but said horrible things about roommate. Horrible. Somebody with a lot of influence said absolutely vitriol. And somebody else was laughing about it. And these were two, one of these people I considered a buddy, and I just sat there, and it hurt my heart. It was just like, really? I don't care what's going on. Family is sacred. I wish everybody's family well. I really do. And so I've just thought about it. And how do I turn the channel around when I'm not yet there to do it? By the way, before anybody does anything, I'm not quitting. Don't take it that. I'm just saying that I'm really, really thinking, and right now I just want to just go back to, I want to just get healthy and be at peace every day. And I'm really, really grateful for YouTube, and I'm really grateful for you now, and I'm grateful for Twitter and the internet, because being here has helped me become so fucking strong. Like, so fucking strong. It's incredible. But I will say this. Once I know what's going on with my health, I'm going to get another hard copy of the results coming up. I'm going to put those online, and I'm done with it. I'm no longer talking about my health. I think if I continue to make videos in any capacity, people, I feel like, have abused, like, I opened up about my personal life, and thought I could be helpful with it, and I feel like people have used it too much. And so, and to the people who've supported me, thank you. It's not you guys, but to the other people. So I think that I have to keep my personal life very private and very sacred from here on out. So that's kind of where I'm at. Oh, Quarter, I'm okay. No, I'm good. I'm good. People say they love the Kathy videos. I love this stuff too. Hi, Jenny. No, guys, and don't take it that way. I'm not. Oh, Catherine, thank you for the 500 bars. If you've been giving me stuff, guys, I'm sorry. I haven't been looking. I was literally binge watching your reason. Aw. Well, and I'm not saying, like, don't, by the way, don't take this as I'm doing one thing or the other, but, like, I've had a lot of criticism about not being consistent lately, and people are right. They're absolutely right. Because I've been able, I thought it was going to be, December or January when I got the health stuff figured out. I'm doing it months early. I'm so fucking grateful. Like, I was able to go on a trip with roommate for the first, like, we've done health trips for me and stuff. But for the first time ever, I went on a trip that had to do with roommate, and I've never done that before. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I was able to do it. I did get a little bit sick with, like, stomach-wise, but it was okay. Like, how fucking, I'm so grateful, and I am so blessed. And and we had fun. Like, I just relaxed. I relaxed. It was, you know, it was a decent hotel, and got to hang out with roommate, and got to be in a different environment, and got to stream with you guys a little bit. Like, thank you, Nina. I had a lot of fun. And, like, I think I've told you guys, YouNow's offered, they're offering me a contract. I haven't thought, like, I've gone back and forth with it because I know that, like, I don't encourage you guys to give anything, and I don't really want to, which is part of it. I think there are certain goals, like, you have to do it a certain amount of times a week, and I think there's all these things you have to do, and I don't want to be tied down to anything when I don't really know what I'm doing online, if that makes sense. Glad you had a chance to relax. No, I did. I feel pretty good. We still like use it. Oh, thank you, Nick. Or just Nick, sorry. Jenny, thank you. So, yeah, I don't know, but I'm at the point now where I realize I cannot look at anybody as a friend. I can't, like, when it comes to the content creators. And I'm going to say something that's a little bit controversial. I probably shouldn't. Because I was talking to a roommate about this. You know, as much as I do hate what YouTube is doing, because a lot of people that I know that I'm friends with are getting demonetized, and I don't think it's okay. With all of the awfulness that's gone on with YouTube, I can't blame YouTube. I think, you know, I think YouTube will, over time, it'll figure itself out and settle itself out. YouTube has become a very toxic place. Like, I've thought about this. Like, think this. Sorry, roommate was doing something that was loud. We bitch about the mainstream media and how awful and evil they can be. And then as people, we finally get the power to create whatever we want. And we become a-holes to each other and try to destroy each other. How are we any better than, like, the mainstream media? Sai says, oh, is that controversial? Well, for me, it will be. It's going to, like, somebody's going to take that. They're going to take a clip and they're going to turn it into, she supports YouTube demonetizing people. Like, you know how people are going to be. So, oh, I think Sai is very good for me. I do too. I agree, miss. So, YouTube is very out of whack, but it's not YouTube itself. It's like, think about this. With all the fucking vitriol that goes on with YouTube, all the craziness of the people attacking, like like just the stuff that I've seen when it comes to what people have just done to me, not even saying the other people and what other people have gone through. People get it worse than me. I'm just like, if I were an advertiser, I wouldn't want to touch this shit. But yet somehow we feel entitled to get paid from YouTube. In the very beginning, it wasn't like that. I loved YouTube in the very beginning. I loved it because it was just everybody helping everybody. This was like 2006. It was fun. Like, you got to really make friends and collaborate, and everybody had a good time. It was a fun hobby, and it's turned into, like, the worst fucking business practices between people. You know what I mean? And that doesn't make me feel peace in my heart, and I don't want to do that. Like, Joy, the key is to not even think about the crazy theories that people will come up with because it never ends. Well, Carb, it's the point, when I have prominent YouTubers coming to me saying I'm scared for you, that's when you know there's a problem. People who are very level-headed, and that's what's been happening. Hi, Daniel, honey. It's the nature of humanity. There has to be rule of law, or else it's anarchy. And I agree, Daniel. And I'm not saying that, like, we know the mainstream media is a bunch of assholes and full of shit, but I think if we take a real hard look at ourselves, most of us aren't any better. I've tried to have the mindset on my platform, I don't go after something unless I feel like it's really warranted. Onision felt warranted. Daddy05 felt warranted. Austin Jones felt warranted, you know? But that's also only one aspect of me. And that's not, when I get better, that is not what I want to focus on. I want to focus on the happy side. I want to focus on building the life that I want. I feel so blessed to feel good and get this second chance. I feel like it's a second chance right now in life. A year ago, I didn't know if I was going to live. That is the truth. I really questioned it. And now I'm 70 pounds overweight, which makes me depressed, but I wake up every day going, I can move and I'm not in pain. I can walk up and down the stairs. Like, it's amazing. I can go down the street in my car and not worry right now. That's amazing. Josh, I don't hate you. I always thought you hated me for being straightforward with you, but I'm glad to hear you planned. No, Josh. Josh, you gave me a lot of good advice recently. I've been listening, and I'll hit you up here soon if you want, because I'm interested to hear what you have to say. Thank you, Josh. Josh sat me down and gave me a lot of good advice, when it came to the trolls and stuff. And again, it's like, yes, I do enjoy radical free speech, but there's also consequences. I thought about this. Like, if you go on a plane and start screaming, bomb, 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 like, there are consequences to your actions. I cannot allow people to come. My channel is like my home. And I can't allow people to come into my home and just start breaking things and trying to hurt me. And then when I say, okay, you need to go, they say free speech and try to get a lawyer. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't. And that's what I've understood. If it were warranted, I would get it. But it's not. Now, maybe people have their reasons and they have every right to have their reasons. That's their opinion, Aw, Luna, thank you, honey. Connor says, Mom. Just be real with us, we'll be real with you, but since Sai is here, I'm still blocked on Twitter. Okay, Jenny, can you write Sai about it? And Sai will remind me, because I think you emailed me too. I'm sorry, Jenny, stuff happened with roommate this weekend, so I've been behind. Excuse me. I always feel stupid when I choke on air or water. It's like, how the fuck do you not know how to drink? At least for me. Francis, are you upset with Jacqueline? Not one bit. Not one bit. No reason to be. Charlie, YouTube seems more about selling or advertising than making good, fun content. Making content for money rather than passion. I don't know. Well, I think it's a balance. YouTube has just become, in my opinion, I've talked about this, it's become a very toxic place. And I understand them trying to take measures to fix it. I, of course, as always, every time they roll something out, it goes to shit at first. But I can't blame them for wanting to do it. I can't. That's where I'm at. I can't. As in a business sense, I can't. Hi, I like you. Accepting help isn't bad. It doesn't mean you're weak. It just means you're strong enough to move on. Thank you. Thank you. Will we ever see Roommate? Probably. I don't think so at this point. You don't have any positive videos on your channel. John, I did in the beginning. I did. And that's the thing. I've thought about, I'm thinking, I want to make more positive content. Right now, I'm in this weird place where it's like, I feel like I can't make any content. I'm in this very strange place. But I feel like until I tell my Daddy-O-5 story and move on from the health stuff, I kind of can't. I would love to do more fun story times or more uplifting stuff and more fun skits and more music. But I also just feel like I'm not quite there in myself to do it because I'm still I'm in between with my health. I'm still kind of in between. Hi, Blarg! Blarg was really sweet. Blarg talked to me earlier. They were really, really sweet to me. What's up, Blarg? Julia, thank you for the 500 bars, honey. Thank you, thank you. By the way, I'm just putting this out there. Blarg has every right to use any of my streams. Blarg can, completely re-upload a stream at any fucking point. They can have my channel, just so everybody's aware. They know this. If she showed Roommate, we'd all bust in Connor. You know what? I don't trust that people wouldn't try to hurt him. And I think with the track record of what's been happening, people tried to mess with his family recently, and that really upset me. Really upset me. Nina, thank you for the 800 likes. You don't have to do that, Bobina. Bobina. Hey, girl. Joy, if you want a more civilized site, join Twitch. I've heard that, but, thank you, Commander, but is Twitch, would it be for, my content? Goldie says your track record. Yeah, I mean, just, what people have, the way people have, there's this mass amount of people just literally doing creepy stalker things. Creepy. To where it is concerning. What's been going on with you and Roommate? We had to travel this weekend, honey. I'm glad you got to the doctor. You should be feeling better. Yes. Agreed. Completely agreed. Thank you. I wish you now weren't so buggy. I agree, Mass. I agree. So yeah, I'm just kind of taking things in. So if I'm really sporadic on YouTube, that's why. This is why. Let me ask though, guys, the Daddy-O-5 series right now, my story with what happened, just go ahead and either put, hi Paulina, Put yes or no. Do you guys enjoy it? There's an alternative YouTube called Minds.com. I've heard of that. Eric looked at it, but like, guys, do a yes or a no. Are you guys enjoying the story? Because there's about 5 or 6 more videos that I need to make. Okay, I see 2 no's. Everything else is yes. 3 no's. 4, 5, 6. Mostly yeses. Okay. With a few sporadic no's. And I'm not talking about Daddy05. I'm not talking about videos of them. I'm talking about the story of what happened with me. And okay, let me ask you this. The bomb I have to drop I've been talking about is, are you guys interested in hearing the bomb? So, yes or no on the specific bomb. Christy says, 1000%. Okay, I'm seeing nothing but yeses there. Okay. The problem with the bomb is there was so much, it's not going to make sense unless I do the other videos. That's the problem. I see 1 no in there. Okay. Not if it harms your reputation. Eric, no, this would actually help the situation. It would help give people some context as to what's happened. I know. I agree, Miss. Be careful. It seems like the mom's really out for blood. I agree. That's the other thing. As a Twitch mod, we ban so many people for hate, sexism, and generally mean people, but the mods see chat before anybody else. It's why you think it's so... Oh, okay, Q. Okay. Oh, is it robot? Is it better? Better? Is it better? Yet? Hello, my name is Janie. Oh my god, your picture. Roommate. Remember at South Park, the guy, PC Principal. I live for PC Principal. Okay, it's good. Okay, thank you. You deserve to say your story since so many have lied about it for so long. And Clorox, hi Clorox, that's kind of how I'm feeling. That's also how I'm feeling too. If you make the bomb video, bring things up to where people drag you through the mud more. Is that a concern? Right, Daniel, and that's kind of like, well, the other thing is I want to move on, but I feel like I can't fully move on from it until I get it all out there. So, but I think I might just take my time creating it, and maybe this weekend, maybe I'll take most of the week off. I don't know, and then just this weekend put it all up, you know? 5 or 6 more. Yeah, it is. Have people not seen all the videos about Chambers from 6 to 12 months ago, and she's a snake in a drum? Well, yeah. People are interested in your personal story. Right. And that's what, Kalina, that's kind of what I'm thinking. You should totally make it if you're compelled to. I just want to get it all out there. I really do. Okay. I see most people saying yes. Trey says they wish she'd come out with sooner. Well, I just needed a mental break from reliving it. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. There's a lot to it. There's just so much to it. I think you should be allowed to get your side this way. Thank you, CJ. I do too. I do too. I have 4 of these on my minor channel. You can monetize if you want. My Richard says, hi, Richard! Richard, I've seen your videos. I saw one of them recently and I liked it. 3 months from now. Buy the domain in thechambers.com. Well, it's gonna get very interesting. So yeah. Richard, it was one I saw, I think, this weekend. It had to do with me, and it was funny. I think it was you. I think. Just do it in your own time. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. So I might just take my time with it. Oh, Max. Okay, I didn't realize. You need to get your facts straight. Cody and Emma are not the youngest. Emma is 2 years older than Cody and Alex. Oh, Cody is older than Alex. I didn't know that. I was always under the impression Cody was the youngest. Thank you for telling me. Okay. Paulina says, please be care when you tell the story. It's hard to understand. No, I know. And the problem is the timeline of it, because everything happened in different chunks, jumps around. So that's the other thing. It's kind of confusing to try to pull it all together, just the planning of it. Sai says you need to fact check that. Yeah, I thought Emma and Cody were I thought They were the youngest, or at least Cody and Al. I'll have to look. Then that's my fault then. Hi, Red Vex. Thank you for the 400, and then I'll make a correction. What's happening with the older kids? I don't know. I don't know. Dylan says, do I just still need condition? Dylan, thank you, Moth Magic, for the 100 bars. Thank you, thank you. Hi, Lavish Heart. How are you? Take your time. Those of us who are here will still be here. I know, Rassin, you're so sweet. Rassin's been here from the beginning, from get-go. Megan, I'm feeling a lot better. I am. The older kids are with the grandparents. Oh, Josh. Okay, see, I wasn't aware. Whenever I talk to Rose or Tim, I'm like, don't tell me anything. I don't want to know. Sorry, I thought so, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Emma is 12, Cody is 9, and Alex is 9. Are they? Okay. I'll have to go look. Thank you for that. Because I can get stuff wrong. Lisa, congratulations. Lisa's starting her first job tomorrow. Congratulations, girl. Well, guys, I don't have much more to say. I'm gonna make some announcements on the channel. Oh, if you want to see these, Joy Sparkle F It, that's gonna be the streaming channel. These are where these are gonna be. So those will upload to that. But if you guys have any questions, like I'll do a Q&A real quick. Anything y'all want to go over? Anything at all? CJ, which message where? Angel, bitch. Quit it. Thank you for the 1,000 bars, but quit it. Thank you, girl. Pissing me off, though. Is my shirt inside out? Probably. I just don't care. Kiss ass of the first 3 months of the job, and you'll be fine. That's what I did. Do I have any silly hats? Not with me. I used to have a silly hat and wig collection. Kevin says, can you do another Daddy-O 5? I know this is random, and I'm glad you're going to be policing the comments. You know, that's the thing. I realized that I was trying to cater so much to making sure that everybody could be heard that, see, it's weird. It's like as much as I'm for radical free speech, people just didn't even feel safe to, like, come on the channel and leave comments. And instead of trying to focus on making friends and figuring out why people are doing X, Y, and Z and getting attacked, I'm going to focus now more on the people that come to watch me. And that's going to be to refocus everything. So I want you guys to feel free to leave comments and say what you want. And by the way, you guys, they've already started. You can go look. There are critical comments. I've told them, I've said, leave the critical shit. But the shit where it's just mean and gossiping to start shit and shit talking and vitriol and attacking people, they need to go. They just need to go. Favorite holiday? Holidays are hard because I never have family to celebrate it with, so holidays are just depressing in general. just being honest. Am I straight? Yes. Would I ever consider being a borderline hippie? Yeah, I think so, in my thought process. What's my favorite animal? I love deer. Hi, D! D Fizzy's in. He might just be dropping in for a second. How are you, D? Would you ever consider being more like... Yes. I like skipping holidays. Self-holidays are my... Yes! I call it happy I love you days. And that's where I just go do something fun for somebody. Or myself. I'm like, I'm going to take a happy I love you day. Aw, D! Hi, D Fizzy! If you guys haven't, go subscribe to D Fizzy. He's such a sweet kid. And he stood up to the Austin Jones thing, so I have mad respect for D Fizzy. What's my favorite dessert? I don't know. I love birthday cake. I really do. Have I seen Miss Misa's video? Nope. I don't watch most videos that are like criticisms of me unless my mods are like, you should see this. I typically just stay away from stuff. I'm okay, D Fizzy. I hope you're doing well too. If you ever need anything, we're here for you, honey. We're around. People are giving you good info on Sooner. Yes. So, and I have gotten that info now. So, working on all that. Wishing the best for you. Oh, Saracens, I remember you, girl. You did scare me, but you've been really nice in here, so thank you. Thank you for wishing the best. I wish you the best too. I have no ill will. Sorry, I didn't put the two together. Sai and I will do holiday. Yes, Alex, let's do some holidays together. Joy, there's a new medicine that can help a fibro. I don't know what it's called, but you should check it out. So, yeah, I just know right now, the prednisone, it's been amazing. It's been amazing. Absolutely amazing. I just have to get my stomach together. If I can get my stomach together, I think the first 20 or 30 pounds will come off quickly because there's a lot of water retention. I know that. Because when my stomach is okay, I've lost, between 5 and 8 pounds in a week. The day, the days or the week that my stomach's okay. So, and then the rest of it'll just take a few months, which is fine. Thank you, Allison. I'm feeling really grateful. I'm really grateful. You don't have to worry about your weight. It just bothers me. It just does. I try not to, but it does. Do you believe that there are more than two genders? You know what, Rose? I don't focus on it. To me, I focus on, does everybody have a house, medicine, and food? Until those things are accomplished, I think everything else is details. That's just my opinion. Got to go to bed. Glad your son looks so much better. Oh, Diamond, have a good night, honey. So glad you're better. I'm glad I'm better too. Thoughts on the pro-Ana movement? I have a lot of thoughts. Well, I have a lot of thoughts on eating disorders in general because I think most women at some point go through eating disorders. Most of us do, and some men as well. I'll go into eating disorders really quickly. We live in a society where even a lot of our health foods are full of just chemicals and junk, and we, especially as women, are pumped full of crazy fucking birth control hormones. And by the way, I'm not saying birth control is horrible. For some people, it is necessary and needed, and for some people, it fucks you up. All I'm saying is we live in a society that does nothing but compound our bodies with poisons and shit that can fuck it up. And for a lot of people, when that happens, it backfires and you can't maintain your weight. And then you go to drastic measures. I think that's what happens to, how many people do we know? How many women do you know where it's just no matter what I do, I can't lose weight. No matter what I do, I can't lose weight. I was one of those people for a really long time. It took me to going fully organic and being pretty much pescatarian, to really, really be able to maintain my weight, but then that didn't work when I got sick. So, I don't know. I think as a society, until we get back to focusing on health and well-being for all of us, we're going to see things like this. Aw, Eric, you're so sweet. Notice me, Joy Chan. Okay, Commander. Commander, we'll do it one day. I'm not yet ready to guest people, but we'll do it one day. Sai, quit it. I think we should all grow our own food. Jessica, I agree. Or if not, we could have people that grow it for us, and work something out. It's weird because I understand from coming from eating disorder mindsets and stuff, I understand why young women do it, and men too, I get it. But I think when you have all these chemicals that are fucking with your hormones, when they're fucking with the gut bacteria, your flora and fauna in your gut, your thyroid, it's, but at the same time, I think there's, many of us strive to be able to have a healthy body, especially for women, a smaller frame. And I think if with diet and exercise, that can happen. But for some people, because the food is shit and you can't even get there, it's a mess. It's a damn mess. I think we have to stop nitpicking each other over ideas and go back to how can we focus on our best health for everybody. And until we do that, yeah, it's like I said, now I'm just repeating myself. You're going to see women go to drastic measures to try to maintain a small figure. I think there's more to it than that, though. I'm not saying that's all there is. And by the way, I'm not saying there's no medical advice. I'm not saying not giving you medical advice. I'm just giving my opinion on it. No, we can't, Rose, Jessica, we can't trust big companies anymore. We sure can't. Helena says, where'd you study journalism? I studied journalism in high school and I started to in college. Are you worried about Chambers? No, I'm not worried, but I do want to tell my story because of how much slander there was. Do you think we will terraform Mars and live there? Daniel, yeah, I do. Do I think it's going to be in our lifetime? Probably not. I would like to think people already live there, but that's just some of my crazy fun crackpot theories I like to talk about. My major, I was working on 3 majors when I was there. Vocal performance, broadcast journalism, and child psychology. I ended up dropping child psychology when I realized how much school I'd have to do to be a psychologist, but I was really focused on, and then, the other thing was with broadcast journalism, I realized I would not be really being able to do the journalism I wanted. And it's very, very competitive. It's a very stressful market. But then with vocal performance, I was like, opera's dying out. I don't want to do opera the rest of my life. What the fuck do I do? But I studied them very, very intensely when I was in high school. How in 1 year, and how did I do it in 1 year? I focused on one major and took classes around the other. I got my bachelor in psychology and I need so much more school. I know, that's what I saw, and I was like, I don't want that much. Why do you sing opera? I was trained in opera for several years. I started training when I was 12, 13, up until I was 20. Yeah. You did opera. Can you post videos? I thought about posting videos. I just don't think I'm ready to do anything like that. Have you ever traveled out of the USA? Yes. I have traveled and performed in Moscow 3 times. I've traveled and performed in Tahiti, in Papeete, Tahiti. I have performed all over Europe, and I've been to lots of places. You did opera. Can you post videos? I will one day. I will one day. I could tell just by hearing you have trained opera. Aw, Alex. Alex is a singer, too. Alex is a really good singer, too. What group as a kid did you sing with? What do you mean group? You can declare a major in your first year. They don't limit you either. When I got back, I'll be working on 2. That's what I was doing. I was focusing. The first major I was focused on, what do you call it? I was focused on vocal performance, and then also around I just had to take introductory psychology and broadcast journalism. If I could travel anywhere, where would I go? Oh, I talked about it the other day. The Big Black Bunny Island. What was it called? Hy Brasil. I want to go to Hy Brasil. I tried singing, but I cannot help but sound nasally. Any advice? Sound nasally? Nasal. A lot of times, nasal is about closing off your vowels. You want to have like open vowels. So, like if you sing, make sure you do ah. Everything needs to be on an ah sound, because a lot of times what happens when you start singing, when you close the vowels. Here, I'll do a mini. It's going to be really horrible because I've been singing a lot lately and I've been over talking. I can do a mini lesson if you want. Choir, aura skills, music theory is first. Yes. So I did choir. Oh my God, music theory, music and math. Ear training. What else? Ear training, music theory. Those 2 went hand in hand. Keyboard, choir. The fuck else? God damn it. Oh, diction. That was one. Like you have to, thank you for the 500 bars. Casati, I think it was Casati. You have to be able to like look at a language and know how to pronounce it and sing it. Like phonetics. So that was one. Music theory. I was horrible because it was all about math. It's math and music, and I'm not good at math at all. Stream forever, join every quarter. Ever sing Ave Maria? Yeah! There's several versions of Ave Maria, especially choral. Okay, but I can show you real quick a little lesson. So, like, what's something I could... Let me think for a second. I'll do something quick to show you, like, in terms of, like, how to not sing out of your nose. You want... What? Everything okay? Are you gonna game? Should I go into the room? You sure? You're eating? When you do that, remind me of the cat. Remember the cat that would like sign at one's food? Do you remember? It's like Russian. You do the same thing. Okay, hold on. Okay, thank you, Sai. I hear you. So, when you play by ear, I can play by ear. I'm not great at piano, but I can. It's basically just like picking out the bass line of the song and the melody, and then forming around it. Okay, so, yep, sing from your diaphragm, of course. But when it comes to being nasal, it's all going to be about the vowels. So most people, if they try to sing ah, what you should do, it should sound like AWE. You want to have a yawning feeling. Okay, we'll do a quick lesson. Do you guys know what the soft palate is? Type in yes or no if you know what the soft palate is. Oh, Rose, you're sweet. I see a hi, yes, no. No. Okay, Josh says yes. See. A lot of people say yes. Okay. I'm seeing some no's. Okay, it's actually kind of mixed. Okay, so what the soft palate is there's this thing at the roof of your mouth. You can feel it a little bit with your tongue. I want you to yawn. So if you yawn, feel that thing raise up at the top. That's a soft palate. You watch opera singers and they make these funny faces when they sing, especially high notes. It's because they're trying to like manipulate their soft palate to raise it up, and they're trying to form the vowels to make a certain resonance come out. They like I remember they used to talk about like they'd talk about like making a face like you're biting into an apple, and I was like, that looks stupid. I was like, I don't want to do that. But so that's one thing. Oh, Paulina, this is like 101 for you. Then you know all this. So you want to have your soft palate raised. You want an aw sound on all the vowels. All the vowels should have an aw to it. But most of the time when we sing, we close it off and it sounds like ugh. So for instance, like if I were to tell you to sing on aw, it should sound like this. Aw. A-W-E. Most people, if I tell you to sing aw and you don't know anything about like singing or music, it's going to come out as it's everything closed. So it's almost on a eh or an You want to do aw. If you do aw and you want to visualize the sound coming what we call in the mask, which is the sound comes out right here. Don't make it caught up here. It's going to get caught up here if you try to close off the vowels. And then part of that is going to be also dealing with your head voice and your chest voice, but that's another day. But there you go. It's a quick little lesson. Open up your motherfucking vowels. Yes, Paulina, projection. Yes, queen. Quarter, okay, so seriously, my friend has doubts about you, and she's mad at me because I still believe in you. Quarter, well, you and your friend can feel however you want. However you want. Oh, thank you, Miss Saracens. I'm glad to be feeling better, too. I'm relieved. You also want to really overform your vowels. Form them well. So that's going to be the thing. The thing that's going to probably stop you from being flat and sharp in the beginning is going to be how you form your vowels. So you want to really overform them. So like, for instance, like one I have my students do is have them do ma, me, mo, moo, and you have to form everything. And everything has to be open like an ah, but still form everything. Because most of the time, if I say, sing ma, me, mo, moo, if you sing that on one like note, people go, ma, me, mo, moo, and it's very, very closed. Everything's very closed, but you'd want to really open it. Ma, me, mo, moo. Open up all those vowels. That will probably, that's going to dictate a lot of whether or not you're flat or sharp, if you have an ear. But then if you don't have a good ear, it's a different thing. So yeah, there you go. Quick lesson. Alex says, raise your eye bright. Surprise face. There's more to it. That's just a quick little thing about vowels. And I notice most of the time with my students, if they have a good ear, they're going to be flat depending on their vowels. So there you go. Thank you, Laura B, for the applause. Sing for us? No, I'm not ready. I'm not ready, but thank you. Thank you, Eric. Ooh, I'm the ghost of drummers last. I tripped over a sidewalk and died Walmart all quarter. It was great. You should really sing on stream, channel up. You know what? At some point I will. I'm just not ready yet. I'm also a perfectionist though. Like right now, like I would need to practice for a couple weeks. But the thing is, what stops me from practicing is when I start not feeling well. But I'm starting to feel better, so I want to do it for like a month or so. And then I might, but I need to practice like every day. I have to build up practicing versus also talking a lot. And right now I've just been over talking, so. Paulina, send it to me. Where? I want to see. Everybody's doing the Sound of Music in here. It's awesome. I used to be able to sing well before I grew an Adam's apple. Any tips? Ooh, I don't know. I mean, if it's honestly, I've never heard anybody having that issue. I mean, are you talking about going through puberty? Because if you're going through puberty, that's a different thing. You just have to learn the different aspects of your voice. It depends on if you're tenor or baritone or a bass. It depends on a few things. But I've not heard anybody having an issue as a result of Adam's apple. That's just me. Yeah, I remember Mama made me mash my M&Ms. I hated that one. And doing all the stupid stuff. Like, I never make my students do the stupid stuff. I'm like, I was like, we can warm up and I can show you, like, but I teach them, like, like, especially, like, I don't have any students right now, but the ones that I have, like, the ones that are advanced, like, I teach them pretty advanced stuff if I think they can handle it. Do you call getting diarrhea after eating as getting sick? A stomach sick, yeah. Yep. I want to see her drop some lyrics to Ravka. I do. I have plans. I have a lot of plans. I just can't do them yet. I love your voice, Joy. I'm serious. Watching your videos made me happy. Would you guys, you know what? I could try to start on my channel doing a singing tutorial. Would you guys like that? Maybe, like, I could just try it and see how people feel. What do you think? Like, I could just, what I did with you guys, I could do a whole video on it. And I could do little things. Like, we could do a video about singing from your diaphragm. You know, like, you expand it like a balloon, then you start contracting it in. Red leather, yellow leather. Oh my god, I remember these from choir. What do you think? You guys like it? Commander, I don't know. I'm always going to be honest if I don't know something, and I've never heard that one with the Adam's apple. I just don't know. People are saying yes. Okay. Roommate, should I do a singing tutorial? Do you think so? Do you want to hear about vowels and shit? Yeah? Okay. I could. I hate when he sings Sin in the Car. He needs us. I don't know what you're talking about. Who's Sin? Hi, Lynette. Seems to be something you enjoy. I do. And I'm tired of, like, I'm still going to do, like, some... I still have some stories I want to cover, you know, that I've promised people, but I want to kind of steer away from those. I need some happiness and some not, pretty much. Showcase your talent. YouTube is good. I just want to get better before I do. Yes, breathing exercises. Jenny says she thinks it's a bad idea. Really? Why, Jenny? What do you think? I would love that. Every time I get sad, I watch your videos. Really? Thank you, Rose Jessica. I love how you converse roommate. Well, roommate's awesome, and roommate's like he's really expressive even when he does nothing. Did the purple mattress story die? I just haven't heard anything. I haven't heard much new from him yet. So, can I name all the jobs I had? Nope. I've had a ton of fucking jobs. I've worked so many contracts. I don't put them all down. Aw, thank you, Shay. I should actually just sit and, like, write out all the brands I've worked for. Sarah, I agree. That's kind of what I'm thinking too, but I just have to, that's why I thought maybe I would do it on You Now. I could, like, we could do karaoke nights and stuff, but I don't know. I've heard shit though about people getting, what do you guys think about a contract with You Now? Tell me what you guys know about You Now, because I don't. Jenny, I agree. They can be very harsh. Hashtag Simon Cowles. I agree. I do write, I have written poetry, and I'm a songwriter. I sure am. Ah, Jenny, that makes sense. That's actually really smart, Jenny. Be careful with getting a contract. You know, that's what I keep hearing. No, John, they've offered a contract. I haven't signed any. No, I'd need to negotiate and stuff, and I don't know if I'm there. Well, Paulina, I think You Now is a lot kinder of a platform. I just don't know. I don't know. Jessica, thank you for the viewers. Thank you. You have to know what you're putting on the line. Right. Well, here's the thing is, like, YouTube has gotten so toxic, I don't know if I really want to do a lot of live streaming there anymore. You know? That's the thing, Paulina. I've heard that you have to put in so many hours a week with it. It is like a job. And because I'm still getting better, and I'm not even sure what I want to do with my channel, like, I might just kind of take off for a few months. I don't know. I'm not saying I will. I'm saying I don't know. I am not very consistent right now because I'm still kind of figuring out where everything is headed. Alex is like, fuck yes. I know another YouTuber who moved to You Know. Really? Yeah, Chan, I would like to go on BitChute. Somebody was talking about Minds.com. I'm happy to go check that out. I think with what's going on with YouTube, I think we're all having to kind of branch out and figure out other places to go. Can I convince Sai to sing? Yes. Roommate, do you want to hear Sai sing? Yeah, big thumbs up. Sai, we're going to make you sing. Why not YouTube stream then? I just kept getting too attacked on YouTube Live. and the people around me get attacked. It's just, eh. Not right now, I don't think. What cool brands have you worked with? I worked with a lot of them. A lot. Probably all major cell phone companies. A lot of technology companies. Car companies. I mean, just a ton of shit. A ton of shit. A lot of nightlife. A lot of food. A lot. Just anything. Any fucking thing. A lot of technology. A lot of technology. I'm not sure if YouTube will keep the big names for long. I know. That's kind of what I'm thinking, Sarah. You act different on YouTube live streams. Well, I think the other thing with YouTube Live is I think I've not been feeling well doing them. And lately you guys are seeing a different version of me on here because I'm starting to feel better. And I haven't in a live stream in like 2-3 weeks over there. Miss Minkus, I like you too. Also, like, YouTube Live was fun when I had, like, people I really enjoyed and friends to do it with, and I've stopped, like, everybody that goes on the streams gets attacked. So, like, I don't want to do it with them anymore, you know, because I want to protect the people in my life, so it's kind of not become a fun thing anymore. Chan, I heard about that. Yeah, somebody got kicked off of YouTube for talking about Patreon. Bye, Real Q. Have a good night, honey. You sleep well. Agreed, you're nicer and healthier. Yeah, that's what I feel. This is just, I feel a lot better here. You know, I do. Do you like Louis Sparkle SB? I've seen a couple of the videos. They were really funny. He nailed a few things. Like, he nailed some of my mannerisms and, like, the air conditioner. I was like, oh my God, he's on my air conditioner. But we've had issues with our air conditioner, so it's funny. No, I'm good. And there's another one, too. There's another one that does videos. It's really funny. And both of them, reached out when they saw I was having physical health stuff. Like, when I broke down and cried on here. And they were like, hey, we want you to know that we actually, like, both of them were, like really nice. And, like, we just want you to be okay. Don't take, like, both were very nice people. So, I'm good with them. You are light in a dark room. Don't like YouTube. Oh, thank you, Rose. That's so nice. Honestly, you were acting bitchy on YouTube live stream, so it didn't help how people thought. Well, John, and the thing is that so much was going on. I was getting attacked left and fucking right. And my problem is that, and I see it now, I let the troll shit take over too much. The stream I had the most issues with, everybody was like, you don't take in criticism. And I was like, fuck it, let's have a stream where we let in anybody. And it was awful. It did not work. And that was like what happened when the 11-year-old came on. That's why I'm so hesitant to even let somebody on here. Had no idea. I know people like they argue with it. We had no clue. How, like, all of us on stream were confused because the person, when they wanted to come on, said, hey, I want to tell my story on how I overcame things. And I was like, okay. So and it was late. And I've even gone back and listened to it with the other people, and we're like, we still didn't pick it up. Like, we still were like, so I thought somebody was telling a story from their past, and it was like, I need advice. I was like, what? I didn't understand. I did not understand what was happening. And that's why I made the joke. I was like, oh, okay. Because I didn't get it, and I was trying to piece it together, and that's when Sai was like, oh my God, ask her age. The chat's going nuts. I was like, oh, by the way. So I've had to realize that I can't allow the nasty shit to take over. And that's what I've done. And I have to take back the power on my channel. The one guy who came on and just screamed, yeah, I didn't know who that was. He's trying to market, you know, that was irritating. The joke wasn't funny. I agree. It was a bad joke. We've all told one. People need to stop acting as if they're saying, thank you, Rose. Well, I appreciate that. In here, you just ask them their age first, as it's full of tweenage. Well, John, that's the thing. How would I know, though? Like, I don't think you can ever know. And I can't just police people and ask to see their licenses, you know? Or then I'm a prick and I wouldn't want to do that. So that's why I'm just so fucking paranoid about doing any streaming. Miss Dearborn, it was late and we were tired. And I think most of, like, most of the time, like we'll go and check the chat a little bit, but like we have like Sai or somebody who's always checking the chat, and Sai was just happened to be on a break. It was just a perfect storm of everybody missed it, unfortunately. Because then I have a lot of people, they're like, yeah, but people go off your cues at your stream. If you go listen to my streams and stuff, like Llama Skeptic, which I love, Llama, if he thinks I'm being stupid, will like put me in my place. He'll be like, hey, knock it off. So like I allow that. I allow for everybody to be equal. None of us caught it. We just didn't catch it. Well, Miss Sarah, I didn't catch it. None of us caught it. Even listening back to it a few times, I was still confused. Like, what the fuck? Shit happens. So that's all. And I made a video. I talked about it. I've apologized. I've talked to her. And it sucks because, like, I've talked to Sai about this. The kids, when they do this, they don't realize that it can fuck up your whole channel. You know, they just want to come hang out with their favorite creator, and I get that. But it's... So I've just been really, and now there's this precedent when I come on, people start making demands to come on live streams. And if they don't get those demands, then they can get scary with me or, you know, and get pushy. And so that's why YouTube Live, I've just really backed off of lately. When you, Grave, when you live stream on YouTube, can you turn off the Skype sound or sign out? I'm signed out now. Signed out. The lesson here is not to make jokes on such serious topics. She came to you advice. And Lauren, that's the thing though. My streams aren't about advice. When I had her come on the stream, she was not asking for advice. She said she wanted to tell her story and she wanted to, like, you know, just tell people what, you know, something about her story. Our streams are not the place for advice. That's why we were all kind of confused. Hold on just a second. Okay. Like that's where, so I'm not, you know, shit happens and I've talked about it. I've dealt with it, but that's why I'm hesitant right now. Hi, Samahel. How are you? Okay, Grave. Yeah, just let me know if you hear it or let the mod know. Lauren, and that's where I was confused. I didn't know, it was late. I didn't understand what she was, like, I didn't understand what exactly was happening with her story. And that's the thing, I have a lot of dark humor. I have a lot of dark humor. That's always been something about me. It's how I get through stuff. So, Rose, people need to stop overreacting. Well, it does feel like an overreaction, but at the same time, you know, I think it was a wake-up call of, I'm just letting anybody on here. Why am I doing that? Why am I doing that? I can't do that. I can't. Yes, Paulina, exactly. Let's face it. Joy sometimes tells icky jokes. I do, but that's just part of who I am. That's just part of me being me. You know, there's never any ill intent behind it. I'm never meaning to be hateful. It's always to try to just help uplift something. 11-year-olds don't need to have technology without parents. Well, that was the other thing. We were just like, it was like, what, 3 in the morning? We're like, how is she trying to get on for a while? We're like, how, and that's the other thing. She had to lie to even get on because you can't get on. I think you have to be 13 to even have a YouTube account. So what were we to do, you know? And I've also heard this theory. I've heard the theory that we don't actually know what her age was. It could be somebody who was, somebody who doesn't like me, who came on to say they were 11 just to try to put me in shit. The truth is, we don't even know. We don't know what her age is. And I sat there, I thought, you know what? That's actually pretty smart. So that's why I'm hesitant, and I'm not letting people on right now. Roommate, are you eating the salmon? Roommate's eating salmon. I had my first salmon fillet in a while. No? Tuna? Ah, he had a tuna steak. I had my first salmon fillet in a few months, and that's where I got sick at the hotel, but I was like, fuck it. I ordered it from Applebee's. It was really good. Emmy, I've answered that question lots of times, hon. She did look a lot older. She did. She did. That's why we were confused. And she said I wanted to tell my story. And she was going back and forth between timelines of, what was it, like middle school and school. So we didn't understand. We did not understand. I don't play Cards Against Humanity. I do not. She looks size. Yeah, I thought she was, I really did. Why is it an issue if she's 11? Commander, because I ended up making a joke. I guess she was kind of coming to us for advice, but she never made that clear, and I didn't understand that. She said she wanted to tell her story, and by the time she's like, so what should I do? I didn't really understand what was going on, and when things get awkward, I make a joke. I was like, all right, just rape him. And I was off another joke that I've been talking about, but shortly after that was when people were, like, telling me about her age, and I was like, how old are you? It was, like, immediately after, and I went, oh, fuck. So that turned into she's giving advice and telling an 11-year-old to rape her bullies. And that's what that turned into. And it became a big clusterfuck. Agree, Jenny. If we're growing from our mistakes, who cares? Let us grow. That's where I'm at. I agree. Yeah, she looked older, but she did say middle school, but I can see how... Well, and again, we were all... Every one of us missed it. There were several of us. We all missed it. It's not that we were all assholes, but we were confused. All of us were confused. Alex says, Joy, I'm 3 years old. You befriended a child. Alex. Yep, it was a perfect storm. Lesson learned. It's all good. And that's kind of where I'm at. It's just, I'm going to move on, you know? What else can I do other than say, okay, I just don't let people on that anymore unless I know them, you know? But then when everybody I know starts getting attacked for knowing me, it's just like, well, fuck. Might as well not do it, you know? So that's where I'm at with it. The joke was not in good taste and too close to the poo baby thing. Hopefully Joyce... No, and I agree, Paulina. I agree. At the same time, though, my opinion about the joke is that, and it was already happening, there were people just waiting to jump on and exploit it. They were waiting for me to say any little thing to try to make an issue out of. And it happened. And then I did not deal with it well for several reasons, which I've since apologized. Yep, I agree. I apologize. But my issue was I should have never told people if they didn't understand the joke they were stupid. I felt really bad about that later. Celeste, who knows, came to me and sat me down about that, and I was like, fuck. When she really kindly laid it out, because I was so high defensive for so many things. I was on such big defense. It was like, oh fuck. And I've messed up. You don't tell people they're stupid. And I joke very seriously. I have a very serious way of joking. And I went, yep, fuck. So, Erin's very much adulting. That's why Erin's not around much. We still talk. She's just doing her own thing. She's happy. She's having a good time. It was a joke. All YouTubers who got on YouTube for the jokes have said messed up jokes sometimes in the videos. I agree, Rose. I look 12, am 24, and act 6. Yes, Luna. Oh, thank you, Ebu. Hi, Ebu. I'm 22, people think I'm 16. When I was thinner, I looked like I was 18 or 20. But not now. That's okay. My body will get back there. You would benefit from this by saying on your video channel. Miss Dearborn, I have. I've said it. I've already said it. Just heads up. Can you sing Aria of the Soul? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. What do you plan to do for weight loss? Well, I know what to do. It's a lot of fish, a lot of veggies, limit dairy, a lot of limiting dairy, I'll do some carbs, especially if I'm working out, but limit a lot of starchy carbs, a lot of water, herbs. That's it. I mean, it's easy. It's easy for me. Do you have thyroid problems? I don't know. My thyroid was a little bit on the high side. It wasn't like over the limit, but it was a little bit on the high side. So I was given thyroid medicine, but I haven't tried it yet. What happened to your friend who you collaborated with ages ago in the early Daddy 05 videos? Are you talking about Chambers? What are you talking about? Herbs. What I do, what I say. Veggies, herbs, and IBS are not friends. Well, they haven't been for me. Like, they have not been so far. Oh, Dottie, I'm sorry. Have a good night, Dante. The H is supposed to be silent. Oh, well, fuck you. Herbs. Did I say herbs? Herbs. Well, right, guys, unless you have any last questions, I'm probably going to go and just relax. It was a woman? You'd have to tell me who. Might be Chambers. That's who you're thinking of. Itch on my nose. Which means drugs, or I'm lying. What's my favorite color? I love pinks, and I love teals. But I love anything bright. My battery's gonna go dead. Guys, if I disappear, my battery is gone dead. Hold on. Here we go. Stay a minute, just take your time. Here we go. Is that it? There it is. I think I got it. Yes! Okay, it's not charging. I've answered that before a lot. Okay, Commander, you have a good night. Thank you, Rose. Hi, Isaac. You said about 5 more vids. Yeah, somewhere in there. 5 or 6. Some in there. Hi, Redheaded Princess. Do I want pets? I'd love to have a pupper. Is it a rumor that roommate has a fiance? That is a big misunderstanding. No, roommate does not have a fiance. Roommate's never had a fiance. Roommate does not have a girlfriend. No, none of that is true. That was a very big misunderstanding. People are still misunderstanding. Redheaded Princess, thank you for the 500 bars, honey. You don't have to do that, but thank you. Ibu, you can't see it, but my forehead is completely breaking out. So I promise you, it is not always flawless, but thank you. Before I got sick, it was pretty good. Thank you, Sarah. I'll take that in. I'll take it in. We said if roommate got a girlfriend. I want roommate to be happy. It'd make things weird. It'd probably be weird, but I just want him to be happy. So, and if he found somebody that made him happy, then I'd be happy. Well, thank you, Ibu. Then you two totally bone on this tier more. Did you try the Snickerdoodle hot chocolate from Starbucks? No, Rose, but now I have something to do and I get better. I'm under roommate's bed, help. Roommate, somebody's under your bed. He nodded. Roommate daddles. Well, yeah, that's the other thing. Like, who's gonna want to date him when he's like, I live with my ex and I have to help her a lot because she's been sick? Like, I'd feel bad for the girl. I really would. Like, I wouldn't want to be in there. What if Joy gets a boyfriend and roommate may flip? Oh, I'm not looking to date anybody. I don't need the D. I don't like the D. I mean, I'll sit next to a D. I'll hang out with a D. I'll talk to a D. I don't need to fuck a D right now. Ashley, you play ukulele? Come back sometime. We should do it. What if the couch gets a date? I don't know. Well, then we'd have 2 couches. How would couches bone? I don't even know. Well, I know what I'm doing tomorrow, says she. You don't like D? You said, well, I would. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not interested to date anybody. Like, I got sick from protecting myself sexually, you know, and not that you shouldn't protect yourself sexually, you know, always. I'm just saying that, you know, that the reason I got sick was because I was fucking. I mean, how do I put that? Like, the IUD made me sick because I was trying to responsibly fuck. So I want to eliminate fucking at this point. Yeah. Right. Well, that's the thing. I don't necessarily like the D. I like what's attached to the D. I like the person attached to the D. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not to the NES base. When do you plan on making your next YouTube video? I don't know. I might just take another week off. I don't fucking know. I don't know yet. That's why I like when people are like, you're addicted, you can't get away. It's like, bitch, I'll take a week or two off if I need to. I've done it before. I kind of do whatever I want. So I just sounds kind of asexual. Yeah. I just also don't trust motherfuckers. Roommate's probably the only man I'm ever going to trust. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't trust a motherfucker. Like, you know, people, like, shit lives and dies in vaginas. And then, you know, the shit attached to it lives and dies from the vaginas. It's like life and death. That shit's scary. What? So dude can squirt? I ain't having it. Pulling out as an art form, yeah, I hear that. Pull out does work. I've heard mixed. I've heard mixed about that. To me, it seems like too much paranoia. And and as women, we're the ones that have to deal with it, you know? The men get all the benefit, except for child support, if they go away. But then that traps them. Like, it just, I feel like at this point, I don't want the D unless I really want to be with that person. Like, unless we're ready, like, unless I really want to start a family with you, or there's intention to it, what's the point in putting myself in danger? And I feel like those are the conversations we don't have with our kids. The conversations, I feel like we need to sit down and, like, really teach our sons and daughters, when you fuck, you could risk your life. Like, explain to our girls, you can die during childbirth. Like, shit can die. You could be permanently physically damaged. Like, we don't really explain that to our women. We don't. And it's true. Like, childbirth is dangerous. I agree, Rose, you can die from anything. It's a bit dramatic, Lauren. It's the truth. It really is. Physically and mentally damaged. It can, I mean, it's childbirth is, you don't play around with it. Dies from breathing, says Sai. And I just feel like we don't explain it to them enough that creating life, the act of creating life, is a huge responsibility that should not be taken lightly. People more think of it as like, fucking feels good, so protect yourself. And yes, it can, but we have to explain the responsibility of you can die, you can get an STD and die, or you could get an STD and be like chronically ill the rest of your life. Like, I think we really have to explain it in more real world consequence, and not just like, oh well, you could become a parent too young and you might not get to do what you want. It's like, you could fucking become a parent and fucking be physically incapacitated the rest of your life. Do I want children? As I get older, the instincts are there. I don't know if I would ever have one. I don't know. I'd have to meet the right person, and I just don't think it's going to happen. Not like, I can meet people I like and I'm attracted to, but the right person. Like, it can't just be, oh, I like you, let's do this. It has to be like, hey, we like each other, and whatever issues we have, like, mesh well together. Does that make sense? Like, we can help each other baggage-wise, and we're at a point where our baggage doesn't affect stuff, and we work with one another on our baggage. And roommate's the closest man I've come to meeting. We get along, like, beautifully. And it's funny because we have nothing in common. Like, we have nothing in common, yet we get along so well. We have so much fun. I nearly died from preeclampsia. I almost lost my baby in my life, but I wouldn't trade him for the world. I agree, Miss Saracens, and we just don't. I know not everybody goes through it, but it's more like, it's, especially in the U.S. In the U.S., we don't fucking care about we don't care about our expectant mothers. Their mortality rate is on the rise. Like, we don't fucking care. Polly and I thought about adopting too. There's so many babies that need help, you know? Mary, I've thought about it. Yeah, that is out there. But I'm kind of in the place of taking it one day at a time. My mom was 35 and 37 when she had me and my sister. Okay, right on. I'll probably be, if I do it, I'll be older. I'll be probably my late 30s, I would think. Because I still have so many things I want to do in life. My aunt had a planned pregnancy at 41. Well, I've heard more and more that it's a myth. I mean, I do think after a certain age, you know, your eggs do kind of decrease a little bit in value, I guess, or whatever. But that's also becoming more and more of something that's being debunked as a myth. But I think for the body, it can kind of be harder and harder. But I'm not
I'm not worried. I don't feel any pressure. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Paulina, that's kind of how I feel too. So it would have to be something where I feel 100% ready, and I have to feel ready for a while. Okay, just a second. Okay, there we go. Shoot a dog as a kid. That's kind of what I think too. I was 15 and 19, way too young. Oh, that is young. My grandma was 76 when she had her last child. Jesus. Well, I think you have to be in the right place in your life, and you have to have the right support around you. There would be no grandparents to help me. Like, there's no family to help me, you know? And if me and the guy broke up, it would just be me and the kid. And I've had bouts of illness before. So I feel like unless I was really wealthy or I was with the right person, it would not be a responsible decision for me. I'm allergic to cats, so I can't do cats. Carb Queen, the instinct for children didn't come until I was 29. And it freaked me out when it first came. And it comes and goes now, but it's not a big deal. Just like any other instinct. I don't think you were ever ready for a baby. Rose, I would agree. I would agree with that. Single moms have to be strong, Sarah. They fucking have to be. But could you imagine, like, having a kid and being chronically ill and no help around you, and like, that's just irresponsible. For me, that's just what I'm saying for me. I have the baby, but as of a few months ago, I'm not ready at all. I hear that. Alright, guys, I think I'm gonna take off and just relax. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. I appreciate y'all. And I had fun with you guys. It's been fun. I hope you guys had fun, too. I'll probably come hang out sometime tomorrow. And look for the streams on Joy Sparkle Effort if you haven't already. Alright, motherfuckers. I love all you silly little sons of bitches. Everybody take care. Blessings, have fun, and be prepared. Like I said, it might be today, tomorrow. I'm going to do a video just kind of... I'm going to give an update on all the stuff I talked to you guys about. So, if you see that, it's regurgitated, that's why. I love you guys. Have a good night. Take care, blessings, and thanks for coming to chill. Mwah! Goodbye, boos.